100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I can't take no. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go be. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down when the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the...
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, set, 57's low. Hot seven. Here we go. He's coming. 61. Match box. Right. Bang, 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 bang. Bang, bang.
This is Kenyon Drake, the fourth-year man from Alabama. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Possibly a good spot here to take a shot as they come out with three receivers to the left on second and less than a yard. Second down, Murray sets to throw. That's going to be caught by Kirk. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling lead to no yards gained.
That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 43. Nice pass that time by the #1 pick, Kyler Murray. Also drafted 9th in the Major League Baseball draft. He's the only person ever to be taken top 10 in both sports. Go back to his Allen High School days in Texas. He was 42-0 as a starting quarterback. Freshman year, he was at Texas A&M. Then the transfer to Oklahoma, sat behind Baker Mayfield. Then his opportunity came last year. Boy, did he make the most of it. Won the Heisman Trophy and led the Sooners to the college football playoff. Throwing on first down is Murray. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position and throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
On 2nd and 9, Murray looking middle, and it's incomplete. The tight end, Max Williams, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Murray, able to find Isabella, and he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
From the gun, it's Drake. And an alley to run. He's at the 40, the 20, 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kenyon Drake, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Check it back.
Fields on the left side. Dobbins. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Okay, baby, I see.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
53's Mike. Not here.
Now a handoff here to his running back.
Flare.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
Oh, yeah.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Here we go. 70 ending. Hey, here we go.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Hassan Reddick drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
It'll be an Arizona 1st down on a gain of 17. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. 1st down, Murray. Finds the open target, Arnold. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Go! 57's Mike! I got you, son! I got you! You're all mine! You're all mine!
Murray now on first down. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's...
And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again.
Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kenyon Drake with his second touchdown in this opening quarter, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Back on the PAT, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Right here.
And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
On second down now, Dobbins, and he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
You got him.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it.
These two teams all tied after one.
Here we go. Set. You ahead, Reed. Double tight. Double tight.
3 down, 3 down.
Three. Cover.
Hey, turn it up, turn it up. Watch the safety creep.
On third down, Dobbins. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. He may try and run for this.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Check tight. Check tight.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Well, Snead figures to be an important veteran presence for Lamar Jackson. 2 years ago, it was a disappointing 2017 for Snead. That was in New Orleans. But then had a bit of a bounce-back campaign a season ago in his first go-around with Baltimore. 62 catches, 650 yards. Did have surgery in the offseason on his left index finger, but back to full health and ready to go. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Let's go.
That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Ready? Mike, 53. 53.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Andrews, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 19-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. 43's the mic. 43's the mic. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
Good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown.
That's it, huh?
Willie Snead.
Let's go.
His first touchdown of the new season as the Ravens push further out in front.
Touchdown, Ravens.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. Here we go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Guys, out time. Let's get off the field.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Complete to his running back, Kenyon Drake. 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kenyon Drake on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys are back within a single score. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Let's go, let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Check, check. Lucky, 66. Bullet, high. Go.
They'll go with Hill here on first down. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Here we go.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, it's Hill. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Come on, fellas.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Let's go.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
I got you, boy.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Number 16. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Let's go. Hopper. Under crunch. Smoke. Mike's 43.
Here's Jackson to throw.
You ain't going nowhere.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
Ball trot. 43 is the mic. Let's go, D. Big right here. Go.
49, check 49.
Yeah. Watch safety creep.
From the gun, Jackson on the move to his left. He gets it to Brown, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Watch twist. Watch twist. Check three. Check three. Check three. Joker. Check. Fresno.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson.
Check 43.
And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals.
Let's go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, Drake. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Murray, a quick throw out to Kirk. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
We played to win.
Well, that's a familiar connection right there. Christian Kirk was in the same class as Kyler Murray at Texas A&M. They played together as freshmen before Murray transferred. Kirk, though, he stayed in College Station, had a great 3-year career before being drafted 47th overall in 2018. Was having a solid rookie campaign last year, but then broke his foot in Week 13 and was shut down the rest of the way. This one caught by Isabella. 12 yards the pickup, good enough for an Arizona first.
Here we go.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Mike. Ready. Go to base. Hey.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Delta.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray.
I'm coming after you.
That's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown. Christian Kirk, as the first half is winding down, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So right back to square 28 as he kicks it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
No gain on this.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
43 is the mic. Orbit.
Throwing is Jackson.
Come on.
Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Let's go. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Rolling to his left. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
We ain't giving up nothing today.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 38. And some space here. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year as they have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now, they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Swing, slam,
Check 4.
go.
Big edge. Hey, check 24.
They stay on the ground with Drake. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd
That's what I'm
down.
talking about. Nice hit, boy. Ready. 60 out low. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Check 99.
Yo.
99.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. And I guess, partner, you call that a coverage sack.
Oh, without a doubt, because where did he have to go with the football? I know everybody wants to get on him about, hey, get rid of the football. You have too much time in the pocket. But he's scanning the field, nowhere to go, and that allowed the pressure to ultimately get to him.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the 22, jet bomber. 22, jet bomber. Sponge, sponge, sponge. No. Run it. Check 26, check 26.
On 3rd down, Dobbins. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll start the drive with Drake. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Throwing on 2nd down, Murray. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 25 yards that time.
57's the mic. Come on, baby, come on. Squeeze. Bang, 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 bang. Tight go.
Running from the shotgun with Drake. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be an Arizona 1st down on a gain of 17.
Let's go.
It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
He finds Hopkins complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked into the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Get that quarterback, D-line! Get that quarterback, D-line!
Oh, now Murray has it stripped, and the Ravens have got it.
I know one thing, the team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think we got to give them a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
Yeah, in the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it and an opportunity missed.
Here we go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again, so it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room that if you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.
Hey, Lobo, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Watch that, watch that, watch that.
Wahoo.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. Here we go. 59, 60 Pittsburgh. 59, 66. Bullet. Ha. Check, check, check.
25, check 25.
Zip, zip.
25.
Exit.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dalvin. Now the ball comes loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The Ravens on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check, check. 43.
No chance.
Hey, 43 is the Leo.
Backer, watch the backer.
Jam him. Go. Jam.
Out.
To throw is Jackson. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack. Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Big spot now for the rookie Murray. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in.
Okay, baby, let's
that
go.
One a gain of 20 and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing it.
Murray now. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Matt Judon picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58's the mic. Target. 58's the mic. 58's the mic.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He's going to look deep end zone for Hopkins. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Defensively, that's Earl Thomas, the all-pro safety, knocking it free.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Murray going to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. A 4th and very long coming up. You're out of field goal range. I don't know that you can go for this.
Well, I know that you want to, right? You know that they want to say, hey, let's go for this. We've got the perfect play drawn up. Let's do it. But I wouldn't go for it either. I agree with you totally. You're only down 1 score. Punt it. Let your defense pick you up.
Let's go.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Check hot route. Hot. Haywood.
Now on 2nd and 13, Jackson. And an alley to run. Finding room at the 30. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push. And what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
On first down, Dobbins. Darius Leonard, last year's leading tackler as a rookie in the NFL, in on the stop. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Bring it. Kill. To the roll. West. Check. Mike. 53. Mike. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a 2nd down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 36-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
Let's go.
Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
He's coming.
Gonna give this time to the tailback.
Get there.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Reddick in on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Cardinals' 33-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. J.J. Nelson. His first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are back within a single score. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all three timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. A first throw for the backup Griffin. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Hey, watch the ball.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a first carry for their fullback. 4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for a first. Fourth quarter, holding on to a lead. Fullback carry, 3 or 4 yards. I guess that's what you're looking for.
And it just brings back memories for me, because I remember my coaches in this situation. I remember one time my head coach into his headset telling the offensive coordinator, I want the big boy carrying the ball. And that's what you have in this spot. Him covering up on the ball, taking care of it, and grinding out yardage.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Baltimore, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas